Welcome back to another FIFA 19 video. I think today is going to be a good video for you guys. We have new gameplay features you need to see from FIFA 19 gameplay. So remember, if you do enjoy this video, leave a like for me. Let's get to 300 likes. And if you're new around here, this is one of the best places for FIFA 19 content on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe today with the notification bell on, and you won't be disappointed. The first feature today is something that I think I've never seen in a FIFA game before, and that is the guy in the middle there, where the stairs are, walking up the stairs. Make sure you pay attention to where the arrow is, because that is where you're going to look, otherwise you're going to miss it. You can see the guy's like walking up the stairs, and I don't know where he's going, but he's going out of the stadium like stand, maybe going to get some food or something. But the only problem is it's 3 minutes in, and they're about to cross it and about to probably score. So why is he getting up and turning around and going up the stairs when there's a big moment in the game? I'm not sure. Maybe he had diarrhea or something, you know, and he had to, and he couldn't hold it anymore. He had to go up the stairs and he had to go to the toilet. Who knows? But it's only 3 minutes in. The guy's already walking out of the game. Maybe he's just sick of Mourinho's tactics. Maybe they're parking the bus already and he just has to go. I don't know, but that is a new feature, I believe. I've never seen that before. Unless the guy's a security guard, but he doesn't look it. He just looks like an average guy from the stands. But something that's really, really cool, because in the real world, you do see people getting up all the time to go to the bar and to get some food or something during a match. So this is something that's a nice little detail, but certainly will be something that you will see in the gameplay as well. I also noticed that there's people walking back down the stairs. So during the match, you're going to see people walking up the stairs and down the stairs. I'm not sure if these guys are security guards. They seem to be wearing black. I don't know. They could be just normal fans, but spread around the stadium. I don't know. It's hard to tell at the moment. But for me, I think they're just casual fans going up and down the stairs, you know. And there's also another bit of gameplay. You can see another fan going up the stairs as well. These are all in trailers. So if you go and watch the latest FIFA 19 trailers, you will see these guys walking up the stairs and down the stairs in the little gameplay parts that they've released in the trailers. And they're not that hard to see as long as you're looking at the right spots. The next new gameplay feature is the Premier League pole and belt. I don't know what to call it, but it's like those things where you line up and then it's like a maze, you know, those things that they put around. It's there in the trailer for FIFA 19. It's behind Guardiola. You can see it there. And then when I looked in FIFA 18, it wasn't there on the stadium. So as you can see in the picture, there's none of those belts there. So that could be a new feature. I'm not sure why it's there, but I guess it's just to add a little bit of realism and detail. The next new feature is timed finishing. And this was something that's been announced already, but we get a good look at it in the trailer. And as you can see, the guy puts the cross in, and then there's like a mini game that pops up on top of the guy's head, and you have to press the button at the right time. I think it's the shoot button at the right time, and then if you do it properly, you'll get a good shot. You might even score. But if you miss it and you get it wrong, you're gonna have a bad shot. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is. I think it's going to be something that we have to play ourselves to really get the hang of it. By looking at it, it's very hard to understand, but I think once you pick up the controller yourself and do a few runs with it, you'll understand it pretty quickly. I think you can turn it off as well, so if you don't like it, you can get rid of it, but it's just something different to add to the shooting. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it yet, but once again, it's something that you have to try for yourself. We have new animations in FIFA 19, and I've got a few in today's video, but the first one is when a player beats another player, and then the guy's trying to grab onto him, you know, because he just got past you, and you're turning around, trying to grab on, trying to keep him next to you. You can see there that the guy's struggling. You didn't really grab him, and the guy was free to run away from him. So that's something that's a little different. I haven't seen that in FIFA 18, and I think in FIFA 19 there's going to be more animations to make the gameplay look more realistic. The next new thing I noticed was in the corners. If you pay attention to the guys in the middle, you'll see that there's no one really marking tightly, like they're not grabbing each other. You know, in the real world or Sunday League, they're grabbing your shirt. They're not letting you move. If you're a striker in the box, you'll know that some defenders, they don't let you move at all. They got you by, I don't know, any part of the body. So in FIFA 18, look at that. They're just all standing there. No one's doing anything. Unless you actually run up to a defender, then he moves a little bit. There's not much going on there. They're just pretty relaxed in terms of defending. But then if you take a look at the FIFA 19 gameplay, you can see players like Jones really moving with the attacker there. Otamendi's having a battle with Jones. Look how he's hugging him. Look how tight that is. And there's like other two players as well doing the same sort of thing. Pogba's doing it as well, pushing De Bruyne around, and you know that's what you want to see. You want to see more realistic corners. And I think that's a good start, you know, because many times in the real world, the defenders don't let you move. So this is something that desperately needed to be in the game now, because in FIFA 18, it was just too relaxed. We have a new animation again, and this time it's for the goalkeeper kick. So the goalkeeper picks up the ball, and he runs forward a little bit, and then he kicks it on the run. You can see the FIFA 18 one on the left, and then compare it with the FIFA 19 one on the right. To me, it looks like a new animation and a new kicking technique for the goalkeeper. You can see the way he hits the ball. I think it comes off his leg at a different sort of angle. It looks a little bit more flat the way he hits the ball. So it's hard to describe for me, but you can see the difference if you do take a look at both the clips. We have another new animation, and this time it's for the big headers. This is when the goalkeeper pumps the ball long and then the defender or a midfielder heads it back to the strikers. You can see the difference between FIFA 18 and FIFA 19. One is on the left, one is on the right there. FIFA 18 one is just your standard header. We've seen it 1,000 times already if you played FIFA 18. But the FIFA 19 one is certainly a new technique and a new animation. You can see in FIFA 19 the guy jumps really high. He's got his arms in the air and he makes sure he makes contact with the head to get that ball away. It looks really nice. I really like this one. This is one of my favorite animations that I've seen so far. And it just makes things feel a little bit different. It doesn't feel like the same stuff we see all the time. So, yeah, this would be really nice. We have a new animation for goal kicks. As you can see, the run-up is a little bit different between the left and the right. The left one is from FIFA 18. It's just your standard run-up, and the guy boots it up. But then in FIFA 19, you can see De Gea, he changes his run-up a little bit. It's like he's taken a penalty or something. And I think this one is really cool because it's just an extra animation that looks different. You know, you don't have to see the same thing over and over. Obviously, it's not going to be that kind of run-up for every type of goal kick. But for that long-range one, maybe one of those animations is going to be what you've seen on the screen. Now, you've probably seen this one already, but I just wanted to throw it in as well. We have a new goalkeeper view. Now, the first one on your screen is FIFA 18, and it's a little zoomed in. It's behind the goalkeeper, but the FIFA 19 one is zoomed right out. You can see a better span of the field. Even outside of the field, you can see the crowd as well. It's just a different style of thing, and they copied it from PES, I believe, but it's just something a little different. And of course, there was a trailer for Dynamic Tactics, and this is one of the big gameplay features announced for this year. And in the trailer, it explained it a little bit, but didn't really do a good job. So we're going to be analysing a few screenshots from there and try and get a better understanding of it. And the first screenshot is about highly customizable game plans. So you can see ultra defensive is a 5-3-2. And then there's like offensive style possession, defensive style drop back. Then you move up to defensive and it has a 4-5-1 attack formation. And then it has balanced defensive style. And the defensive style is pressure on heavy something. And then if you flick it to attacking, you get a 4-3-1-2, offensive style long ball, defensive style balanced, and then you have ultra attacking, which is a 3-5-1-1 with a fast build up and constant pressure. So I think this is going to be like fluid formation a little bit, something like that, where you change your settings from ultra defensive to attacking, and then you're going to have like presets. So you've already organized it in team management that when you have an attacking frame of mind, when you flick it to that option, the formation will change, the pressure will change, the build-up will change. And then, obviously, if you go to ultra defensive, maybe things will change. You won't be putting as much pressure. You'll be sitting more back. So this is going to be really nice as well, just to have more customization on the game as you're playing as well, with just the D-pad as well. And then we have another screenshot here, and there's two defensive style options, but we're going to take a look a little bit more underneath that. They've got the formation on the screen, so maybe this will have like an animation playing to show you exactly what it could look like as you're playing the game. We have defensive style, pressure on heavy touch. So maybe when the AI makes a heavy touch, your player's going to go and try and get the ball off him straight away. But also you can control the width and the depth of your squad now, which means you can control how wide your wingers sit and your fullbacks. And then, of course, the depth is the distance between defenders and attackers. So that's sometimes a big thing for different types of managers. And then you have offensive style, which is possession based. And then we have another screenshot here, which is defensive style. This time it's flicked to constant pressure. So as you can see, you can do a lot of different defensive styles and how you want your team to press. But constant pressure is basically the 3 or 4 nearest players go and press the ball, trying to make sure the guy can't play out. It's usually more for forwards against defenders, where if the defenders are playing from the back, a lot of the forwards push up, maybe a midfielder as well, making sure they close the gaps, making sure they can't play out. So once you play the game yourself, you'll get a better understanding of it. But from that little bit of screenshot, we can sort of see that there's different types of defensive ways you can play. So that is the end of the video. If you guys could do me a favor and head on to Instagram, follow me at Vapex Karma. I do a lot of FIFA new faces, a lot of FIFA versus PES comparisons as well. So I'm trying to grow the Instagram account, and you just have to type in Vapex Karma. It's the same as the YouTube name, and I should come up right there, and you can follow me. If you want to watch another video, tap the thumbnail on your screen right now. If you want to subscribe to the channel, tap the VK icon underneath the thumbnail, and I'll see you next time.